What if the secret to feeling better has been sitting in your kitchen all along? Every morning, James wakes up with aching knees. He's 71. He doesn't run marathons. He just wants to walk to the mailbox without pain, to climb the stairs without gripping the railing. Maybe that sounds familiar. Maybe you felt the same stiffness in your back, the same heaviness in your legs, the same sigh when getting out of bed. And maybe like James, you've told yourself, this is just what getting old feels like. But what if that's not entirely true? What if part of what you're feeling isn't just aging, but something your body is quietly asking for help with? Here's the part that might surprise you. There's one simple, inexpensive ingredient, something you probably already have at home, that's been shown to relieve pain, reduce inflammation, ease digestion, support your kidneys, and even help you sleep better. Doctors know it, athletes use it, and yet millions of seniors have never been told the full story. You won't believe this humble white powder could help improve up to 13 of the most common health problems after 60. But science says it can, and today we're going to uncover how it works and how you can use it, starting right now. And if you're still wondering whether something so simple could truly make a difference, let me tell you about Ellen. She's 69, a retired librarian. For most of her life, she was the one everyone came to for answers. She moved with purpose, always in motion, walking between tall shelves, carrying heavy books, organizing stories. But over the past few years, her own story started to slow down. It began with stiffness in the knees, then swelling in her ankles. Soon, even climbing the porch steps made her wince. And one morning, after struggling to open a jar of jam, she quietly whispered to herself, "Is this how it's going to be now?" She never complained out loud, but inside, she missed the freedom, the confidence, the simple joy of walking without worry. Then came a mug, offered casually by her neighbor Carol. Just warm water and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Ellen almost laughed. That's for cleaning fridges, isn't it? But something about Carol's calm insistence made her try it. Once, then again. In a week, her nightly heartburn disappeared. 2 weeks in, her fingers didn't ache when pouring the kettle. After a month, she was back in the garden, kneeling gently among her tomatoes. No pain, no fear. No, it wasn't a miracle. It was simple, gentle, and most of all, consistent. Today, Ellen smiles and says, "We grow older, yes, but that doesn't mean we stop growing strong." Ellen's story is powerful not because it was dramatic, but because it was simple, quiet, like a body remembering what it feels like to feel light again. But why does something as humble as baking soda make such a difference? Let's talk about what's happening inside your body, especially as we age. Over time, our bodies naturally become more acidic. It's a slow process. You don't feel it right away, but the signs are there: stiffness, fatigue, poor digestion, swelling, brain fog. Now imagine giving your body a gentle helping hand. Baking soda, when mixed with water, becomes alkaline. That means it helps neutralize excess acid, the kind that builds up from diet, medications, or stress. Some people use it in warm baths to refresh the skin. Others drink it, just half a teaspoon in water, to support a healthier internal balance. And here's where it gets interesting. Studies have shown baking soda may help people with kidney issues by reducing acid buildup in the blood. That means less strain on your organ and more energy for you. Because when your body isn't fighting itself, it finally has space to heal. And once your body begins to feel lighter on the inside, something beautiful often happens on the outside too. You might notice your mouth feels fresher, your breath is cleaner, your smile brighter than it's been in years. There's a reason for that. Baking soda is a gentle, powerful ally for oral health, Because of its mild abrasiveness, it helps polish surface stains, those from coffee, tea, or thyme, and being alkaline, it neutralizes the acids that feed harmful bacteria. Less acid, less plaque, less bad breath. In fact, studies show toothpaste with baking soda is more effective at removing plaque and whitening teeth than those without it. Just remember, a little goes a long way. Use it a few times a week, always with a soft brush, always with care. Because when your mouth feels clean, your smile doesn't just look better, it feels like confidence coming home. And just as a clean smile lifts your confidence, a calm stomach can lift your whole day. If you've ever felt that burning after a rich meal or laid in bed waiting for acid to settle, you're not alone. Heartburn and acid reflux affect millions, especially after 60. Our digestion slows, our muscles weaken, acid travels where it shouldn't. But baking soda steps in, again, with quiet strength. Just half a teaspoon in water can act as a natural antacid. Its alkalinity helps neutralize that excess acid, causing burning discomfort. Relief often comes in minutes, no pharmacy trip, no long list of side effects. It's a simple solution generations have trusted, and modern science continues to support. Of course, it's not a long-term cure, but for occasional heartburn, it's a safe, soothing remedy when used with care. Because you deserve to rest at night without fire in your chest. And once your digestion is calm, your body has more energy to move. But what happens when every step feels itchy, irritated, uncomfortable? Many older adults suffer silently from fungal issues, especially around feet, toes, or skin folds. Redness, flaking, that maddening itch that keeps you awake. Margaret, 72, used to skip morning walks because of persistent athlete's foot. Creams helped a little, but the irritation always came back until her daughter suggested a foot soak, warm water, a spoonful of baking soda. Within days, the itch calmed. 2 weeks later, the cracks between her toes were healing. Why does it work? Baking soda creates an alkaline environment, one where fungi struggle to grow. A study in Mycopathologia found that a 10G/L baking soda solution inhibited over 80% of fungal strains tested. Whether as a foot soak or a gentle paste, this simple remedy lets your skin breathe again, because you deserve to walk through life lightly, not scratching through it. And once the itching fades and your feet feel lighter, you may begin noticing something deeper, those quiet discomforts during your most private moments. Urinary tract infections, UTIs, are more common than many realize, especially for older adults. For women over 60, the risk rises due to hormonal shifts and weaker bladder control. But men aren't exempt. Burning when urinating, constant urge to go, sleepless nights. It affects everything: sleep, comfort, even confidence. Joanne, 66, endured 4 infections in 6 months until she read a simple idea: add a pinch of baking soda to a glass of water. She checked with her doctor, then tried it. The burning eased. Her nights were calmer. She felt in control again. Why might it work? Baking soda reduces urine acidity. That makes it harder for bacteria to thrive and may help calm inflammation in the urinary tract. A Japanese study found women with recurring UTIs reported significant relief using sodium bicarbonate under medical guidance. It's not a replacement for antibiotics, but it can be a gentle companion, because no one should have to live in quiet discomfort. And sometimes relief begins with one mindful sip. When the body's discomfort begins to ease, even small annoyances feel louder in contrast. One of the most overlooked, canker sores. Tiny but fierce. They can turn a joyful meal into a painful chore. Talking, sipping tea, even smiling becomes a struggle. Robert, 73, called them the tiniest reasons to lose your appetite. Gels, sprays, salt water rinses. Most stung more than they soothed. Then came baking soda, just half a teaspoon in a glass of warm water, used as a rinse. In 2 days, the sting dulled. By day 4, the sore had faded. Why does it work? Baking soda balances mouth pH, reducing acidity that slows healing. Its mild anti-inflammatory properties soothe irritation and support tissue repair. A study in the Journal of the American Dental Association found that baking soda rinses help patients heal faster and feel less pain. It's simple, gentle, honest, because even the smallest hurts deserve care. When pain no longer weighs you down, a new question surfaces. Can I move further? Can I move longer? For many seniors, fatigue, not illness, steals confidence. Heavy legs after a short walk, breath shortening on the stairs. The will is there, but the body says no. That's where baking soda surprises again. Jim, 70, retired firefighter, walks his dog every morning, but he started stopping sooner, sitting more often. It wasn't my heart, he said. It was the burning in my legs. Then he read about endurance athletes. They used baking soda to reduce the burn from lactic acid buildup. He tried it, just half a teaspoon in water an hour before walking. The result? Less burn, longer steps, more energy. Why? When muscles work hard, they release lactic acid. That causes fatigue. Baking soda helps buffer that acid so you can keep moving. A 2013 meta-analysis in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research confirmed it helps delay muscle fatigue. It's not magic, but for seniors, it can turn I can't into I still can. Because movement is dignity. And as you begin to move more freely, you might wonder, what's happening inside, especially in the parts you can't see? Your kidneys are quiet workers. 2 small organs, big jobs, filtering waste, balancing fluids, regulating blood pressure. But with age, they often struggle in silence. For those living with chronic kidney disease, acid builds up in the blood, putting strain on already tired kidneys. But what if you could give them a break? Baking soda in small, safe amounts acts as a natural antacid, reducing that acid load gently. A landmark study in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology tracked CKD patients over 2 years. Those who used daily baking soda under medical supervision had slower kidney decline and fewer needed dialysis. Frank, 74, was one of them. After years of fatigue and lab struggles, his doctor recommended a small daily dose of baking soda. It was so simple, he said, but it made all the difference. His numbers stabilized, he felt steadier. Just remember, this isn't something to try alone. Always consult your doctor, because the parts we don't see still deserve protection. And your body, at any age, deserves to keep working for you, not against you. When your kidneys feel supported, your body feels steadier. But pain doesn't always start deep inside. Sometimes it shows up in your joints, your bones, your swelling hands, and stiff steps. Arthritis is aging's most stubborn companion, especially rheumatoid arthritis, which triggers a constant immune attack. Darlene, 67, said, "Mornings were the hardest. I'd sit on the edge of the bed, waiting for my fingers to loosen." Then she found a study in the Journal of Immunology. It showed that sodium bicarbonate could shift the immune system from a pro-inhibitory state to a more balanced one. She began drinking a small glass of baking soda water under her doctor's supervision. Within weeks, her swelling eased. She was knitting again. Her steps were steadier. "It didn't cure me," she said, "but it gave me back pieces of my life." And for some, joint pain comes fast and fierce. That's gout, a buildup of uric acid that strikes like fire in the toes or knees. George, 74, had resigned himself to flare-ups until he learned baking soda could help alkalize his blood, dissolve uric acid crystals, and reduce flare severity. A study in arthritis and rheumatism supported that idea. Now, George hasn't had an attack in 3 months. And finally, there's the seasonal challenge. Colds, flu, mucus, sore throats. When your immune system is tired, baking soda helps here too. As a gargle, it soothes. In a saline rinse, it breaks down mucus, helps you breathe easier, and every bit of comfort counts. The Journal of the American Dental Association found baking soda gargles reduce microbial load and improve throat comfort. When your body aches or your sinuses won't clear, sometimes one gentle rinse can change your whole morning. Because health isn't about fixing everything, it's about making each day a little more livable, one small act of relief at a time. And after all that healing, sometimes what we need most is to simply feel fresh. Especially our skin. Let's talk about a place most forget: under your arms. As we age, our skin becomes more sensitive. Store-bought deodorants full of alcohol, aluminum, fragrances can leave us with rashes, dryness, or discomfort. That's where baking soda offers another quiet gift. Lillian, 70, gave up commercial deodorants years ago. They made me itch more than sweat, she laughed. A friend suggested she try baking soda. Just a small dusting under her arms, sometimes mixed with a little coconut oil. It changed everything, she said. No odor, no irritation, just simple comfort. Because it works. Baking soda neutralizes the acids in sweat that cause odor. It absorbs moisture, and it creates an environment that's less friendly to odor-causing bacteria. A study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology confirmed that topical baking soda significantly reduced underarm odor in users with sensitive skin, without the harshness of chemicals. It's easy, it's natural, and it reminds us, caring for yourself doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to feel right. Because confidence doesn't come from a label, it comes from comfort, day after day. But when something feels this simple and helpful, it's easy to forget. Even gentle remedies deserve respect. While baking soda supports many seniors, it's not for everyone, and knowing when to pause matters. If you live with kidney disease, your body may already struggle to filter sodium. Baking soda contains sodium bicarbonate. Too much can lead to fluid retention or higher blood pressure. People with heart issues, hypertension, or salt-restricted diets must consult their doctor first. The same goes for GI conditions like ulcers or gastritis. Pregnant or breastfeeding women should also use caution because electrolyte shifts can affect both mother and child. Even inhaling baking soda powder, though rare, can irritate lungs, especially for those with respiratory issues. So yes, this white powder has powerful potential, but its safest use starts with awareness. Because real wellness isn't about jumping into the latest fix. It's about learning what's right for you, your story, your body, your pace. That's where healing begins. So after everything we've explored, from easing pain and inflammation to lifting breath, movement, and confidence, there's something more important to remember. You're not powerless. No matter your age, your body is still listening, still adapting, still capable of healing in quiet, beautiful ways. Baking soda isn't a miracle. It's not a cure-all, but it is a reminder. Sometimes the most powerful changes begin with something small. A teaspoon, a choice, a daily act of care. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough to shift the story. If you've ever tried baking soda for your health, we'd love to hear your story. Or if today's video brought you hope, leave a comment, share your journey. You never know who you might encourage. And don't forget to subscribe, because this isn't the end. It's just one step forward. In the next episode, we'll explore how couples can reconnect after years of silence. Until then, stay kind to your body. 'Cause it's still here, still working for you, still worth believing in.